What up, YouTube? Daniel4619 coming here. I'm in like a video mode. I missed the first quarter of the game, and I'm about to get into that. But so I don't know if I showed this card off or not, but Dan Marino metal. Look at all that shine. So cool Dan Marino card. You know, as nice as this card looks, I didn't even pay that price, but as nice as this card looks, I can't believe what you could buy these for. Metal, so here's a card you might not have seen before, a Tua. I hope he, I don't know. I hope he stays healthy next year. Gosh, man, I hope he, not for the price of his cards or nothing stupid like that, but just, man, if he could stay healthy, man, he could be something amazing. That whole concussion thing, and I know when he was drafted, I looked up actually. I think, yeah, all these were packed pulled, these Tuas. I just don't know if I showed them or not, but I know when I was looking, like when he was got the day he got drafted. Here's a Jalen Hurts. Ed Weskergriff gave me this card. Thanks a lot. One of the, I think I probably already showed this, but who cares? Anyway, so yeah, I looked him up, Tua, and I was like, wow, he got drafted. I knew there was like injury stuff going on and in his college years. I was like, ooh, I don't know what that shows for his pro years. But anyway, this is the pickup I got yesterday. Man, I'm so glad to get this card in my collection. Like this card, I hate to say the same story, but I was dating my wife and I actually was just getting into sports cards. I bought a hobby box of this, 2004, Topps Chrome. I busted it at her house, which was like 6 hours, 7 hours away from me drive time. I busted it at her house and I didn't pull anything. I pulled I did actually, I rephrased that one of the last videos or whatever. I pulled a Eli Manning, the Prospects one. And this guy was going crazy in Norfolk at the time. He was actually at the Pembroke Bingo Hall. So it was going on for card shows and then it shut down. But, oh yeah, so, okay, my story is with Eli Manning, if I recall right, he has more Super Bowl rings than his brother. Yet his brother's talked about more. Anyway, I'm not going to, whatever. So the thing is, it was 2000, I want to say 10, somewhere in there, right? And uninterrupted, I watched the entire game. Eli Manning was throwing the ball into the wide receiver's face, into their face, and into their chest, like laser dart into their chest and into their face 18 times. 18 times. It was, I want to say 3 wide receivers that he threw 18 times in their face and into their chest, in between their two shoulder blades, and it hit them in their chest and it bounced off, and in their face and their helmet, and it bounced off their helmet? Like 18 times I counted. I watched that game. I'll never forget that day. I was just sitting in my bedroom, boob tube on, real boob tube, and watching him pump these things into their face and into their shoulders, and they didn't catch it 18 times. And at the end of the game, they interviewed Eli Manning, and he said, well, we lost the game because we're, as a team, we all could have did something differently, and we could have all did something better. Like, really, Eli? Like how politician? Like, you couldn't have said, like, hello, give me one wide receiver that could catch the ball and we would have won the game. Anyway, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes, but I'll never forget that. So his stats, I mean, I'm not talking about his stats for his career, but his stats for that game could have been increased a lot. I mean, it was not his fault. So, 18 times in the face. It was kind of like, okay, when I was in high school for like a year, maybe two, I played football. And they really couldn't figure out where to put me. I was not fast enough to be a wide receiver. I think I was not really tough enough to be a tight end, because they had, man, our tight end in varsity was like money. He could block. He could catch the ball. He could be a running back. He could be, man, he was awesome. And then, like, I remember at halftime, his father would pull him off to the side away from like the whole entire field and talk to him, trying to make him a pro football player, but he was already money. Anyway, there was no point in even trying to get that job, because that job was filled as the tight end. But I remember the quarterback was awesome. So awesome for our Belle Chase High School. That when we were just at practice, he threw the ball and it actually hit me in the face, and I couldn't believe a football could be thrown that fast, and it bounced off my helmet and my chest. I actually experienced that. Well, one time he threw it in the chest and I actually caught it, and it, like, I felt it, I think the next day. I don't know, like, but you're NFL pro, like, you don't supposed to have as a wide receiver, the football hit you in the helmet and bounce off. I mean, anyway, whatever. So I'm so glad to get this card. It does make me want to get, like, I like Larry Fitzgerald and all that, and he's, like, such a wide receiver, but I want to get the Ben Roethlisberger of this 2004 Topps Chrome. So I'm gonna probably end up picking that up one day. It's on the list. But yeah, this just takes me back. It takes me back to that time. Anyway, so last card. I missed the whole entire quarter, but homeboy here must have did something. I don't know. All I did is check the score. But yeah, so I don't know. Somebody, I'm gonna remain anonymous. The people that know me know who it is. In 2020, I think they were gonna make me like some sort of sports card stockbroker or something for them. some sort of flipper or something, but they mailed me a check, told me to buy this card. I bought the card, and then I contacted them and said, I'm ready to mail it to you. They said, do not mail it to me, hold on to it. And so I held on to it, and they still told me to hold on to it even to this day. So if I told you who it was, you would, I mean, it would shine a lot of light on it, and you would tell me, oh, it's probably just a just because package or just because card. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'll mail it to them today if they ask me to. It's their card, but we're coming up on, like, I mean, this is 3 years. So anyway, but yeah, I guess he's doing pretty good. It's 14-0 after the first quarter. So let me go watch that game right now. All right. And thanks, Brad, for that card and that card. Thank you, Dave Archer. And I did not nominate y'all on the ballot because y'all made this possible. Thanks, Ed Weskergriff. But anyway, all right. That's all I got. Peace out.